What's good, everybody? Hope you all are having a great day today. Before we hop into this commentary, I just gotta let you guys know a little something about the channel before we hop up into what we're talking about today. And that is that we're finally getting to the point where I want to be able to post on a day-to-day schedule. So we're going to be posting 7 days a week on this channel. At least I will try my hardest. I will try my hardest to stay as consistent as I can. I still have work, and even though I have to go to class, I'm in summertime right now, so I have a little bit more time to relax and focus on YouTube, but eventually that might get a little complicated as well. So in certain occasions, it might be a video or two that I miss on a week, but for the majority of all of this, I'm going to try to stay as consistent as I possibly can. 7 uploads every single week. And a lot of you guys might think, oh, this is going to be a little bad, a little obnoxious, it might get repetitive. But why I want to post 7 days a week is because I still want to post other games that I enjoy. I play games like Battlefield, Rainbow, Apex Legends, Call of Duty, all these FPS titles, but I only post about COD on this channel. And back when my channel first started, I posted about everything. That's what made my channel big. That's what got it to a certain point. Not big, I didn't mean big, but that's what made it get to a certain point, to where I had an audience watching me. Because everybody was in different categories. I had my Battlefield viewers, I had my Call of Duty viewers, I had Rainbow Six viewers, I had a little bit of everybody on this channel. But as my channel took a turn and we hit the Call of Duty, I guess, pipeline, I don't know, but Call of Duty has been doing absolutely amazing on this channel. You guys know I had to stick with Call of Duty. The whole point of this channel is to try to grow it and get it to be something. But at the core of this channel, I will always love all FPS games. Any game that's a first-person shooter, I will personally love. So I'm going to try to post whatever I can now. The majority of it will be Call of Duty, so all the Call of Duty fans, don't worry. Call of Duty is my favorite game, so obviously I'll continue to post that the most. But there's still other games out there that I want to touch upon as well, like Battlefield, Rainbow Six, and specific events that happen in each and every one of them. I don't want to just seclude myself to one title. So what I hope with this 7-day upload schedule is it will allow a little bit more variety, a little bit more gameplay for commentaries and live gameplays, and give a little bit more spice to everybody without having to solely focus on one style of video. I'll touch on this topic a little bit later. When I hit around the 3,000 subscriber mark, I do have a video planned for a channel update. So we will talk about this topic a little bit more later on. I do want to talk about what the commentary is for today, and that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Not just Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, no. It is actually confirmed now, well, leaked by the Gaming Revolution, but his sources and intel have been so on point, and he's pretty much been right every single time, that I'm just taking his word for it, that he's saying that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is already made. It's already done. And this was something that's been on and off, as we heard about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the new game that is coming out in 2019. So we've been hearing things on and off about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but I think the majority of the community already accepted that it was not going to come out. We kind of already knew, and we know that it's nothing going to be going on with this game, which is true. That is a fact, that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered will not ship with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. But the funny part about this is that they're using it as a backup game. Just like Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered was used as a backup game with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, they're using Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 as a backup plan. If the community ever revolts, if the community ever gets sick of the microtransaction bullcrap that they jam into the game, if the community ever hates the playstyle of the current Call of Duty game that they're showing off, they have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered in their pocket, ready to flash out at us whenever we are getting annoyed with the community. It seems like that's their backup card now. It seems like just the whole Call of Duty franchise they're just milking the cow at this point, guys. Don't get me wrong, Call of Duty Modern Warfare looks like a great game. The new one that's coming out. It looks absolutely outstanding. But it looks like Activision has a plan with Call of Duty. A business plan, and that is to make as many Call of Duty games as they possibly can, and whenever the community revolts, they have a remastered right there and ready to go at full will. They have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 that would get the whole community riled up if they saw any of those entered into a video game. And they also got Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, and World at War, all back there, ready to remaster for any game that might blow up. You know, they have these games that we would all love. We would personally love to see a World at War remastered. It's a lot of people who will personally love to see a Black Ops 1 or 2 remastered. Not really Black Ops 3, but maybe down the road, like a lot of years later, like hella years later, maybe we'll see a Black Ops 3 remastered. But in the moment, they have plenty of old school titles to try to draw us back in. Now, me personally, I don't really care for remastered games. I don't really care for the multiplayer experience. I don't really care for any of that nonsense. I mostly just play them for the single player campaign, and maybe I'll dabble in the multiplayer, but mostly just a campaign to get that experience again out of a Call of Duty game. And that's what I did with Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. I still play the living hell out of the original one for Call of Duty 4 on PC. I personally prefer that one over the remastered version, but we can't lie that the remastered version looks gorgeous. It looks stunning. And honestly, to go from Call of Duty 4 and then go to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered, it's a huge difference, and it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and it's great to see from a video game that is so iconic to the series. Call of Duty Modern Warfare pretty much started off the whole multiplayer feel. Everything that we know and love about Call of Duty pretty much originated from Call of Duty 4. That was the start. So Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered was a nice touch to the game. But multiplayer, I was never a big fan of it. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, I probably wouldn't be a fan of it as well if they remastered the game. It's just the community nowadays would be so rough with this title. Especially with all the cheese that was packed into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, it would be a very harsh time. But overall, at the end of the day, if they added in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered into Call of Duty Modern Warfare, my pre-order would be in so fast. Just because of the nostalgic feel. Just because of that name, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, they would have my money. And they know that. And I just think it's funny. That's why I'm kind of bringing this video up to you guys today. Because I just thought it was funny that Activision knows what they're doing. Because this is what they're doing. They're using these remastered games as backup plans. You saw how they used Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare as a backup plan with Infinite Warfare, the most disliked Call of Duty trailer ever in history, and might go down as one of the most hated Call of Duty games ever, which I think is kind of messed up. I personally loved Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, even though it was still jetpacks and I didn't really care for the jetpacks. I still thought the gameplay, weapons, maps, all of it was a good experience. But the community was so tired of seeing all these jetpack CODs that this one made everybody snap. It made everybody go berserk. And everybody in the world hated this game. So they did what they had to do, and they remastered the main Call of Duty game that started the whole franchise, Call of Duty 4. And they remastered it, they put it in the game, and that's how they sold so many copies of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Because they refused to separate the two. Do you remember how long it took them to make Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered a standalone title? Ages! You could never get Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered as a standalone title. You had to buy the bundle. That was the only way to get Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered as well. That's the only possible way. So they knew for a fact that that game would get them sales. So if another Call of Duty game flops, so let's say Call of Duty 2020 is finally here. Call of Duty Black Ops 5 is up to bat. And this game is a flop. This game is a failure. Treyarch did not have enough time. They couldn't get it all together. So what do? They bring out the big guns. Now, since it's a Treyarch game, they probably won't remaster Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 just yet. I think they only do that if the prior game was bad in the company. But since it's Treyarch, it's going to be probably Black Ops 1 or World at War that they will remaster. And either of those games would get them sales. Those games alone, if they remastered World at War, that would blow Black Ops 5 just completely up. It would get so much money just because they remastered World at War. Would I want to experience World at War multiplayer? Actually, yes, because I really enjoyed World at War's multiplayer. That was a lot of fun. Even though I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much today, it's nothing that I would put all of my time into. But just because they're tugging at my nostalgic strings and they're playing that game of the love for the franchise, they know that Black Ops 5 would not fail because they would have to bundle it together with World at War in order for you to get the game. You know for a fact World at War Remastered would not be a standalone title. That's not how they would do it. They would force the bundle. They would force you to get World at War Remastered and Black Ops 5. So just know, if you see any of these remastered games, whether it's Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, or Black Ops 1, 2, or World at War, it's not for our enjoyment. It's not because Activision wants the community to experience what made Call of Duty with better graphics and better mechanics and just a total revamp. They wouldn't do that for our pleasure. Not like games like God of War, where they put out the game for their fans to experience again. Something that all their fans love and they want to play. They wouldn't do it for that reason. The only way that you would possibly touch one of these games, the only way you would actually enjoy one of these Call of Duty games again, is if their game does bad. So if one of their titles absolutely flops and it turns into trash and nobody likes it, that is the only possible way you would be able to play and love one of these old school Call of Duty games again. Not just because they want the fans to enjoy an old school COD title. It's all about the money. And it just shows how greedy this company is. After making $800 million in microtransaction sales, they still have the nerve to just be greedy with more money with their games and titles that they're releasing to us, with how much money they're making. Now, you can't be completely angry. They're a business. And at the end of the day, that's what a business would do. They know the amount of power that these old school titles have towards the community. They know that a lot of the younger kids who are now young adults, the people who grew up with Call of Duty throughout middle school and high school, it's a lot of those type of people around here now. And the community is only growing still. So they know that a lot of us would still cough up money for these titles. They know it for a fact. So honestly, from a business viewpoint, it's genius. It is an absolutely genius idea. Because they know if a game fails, or if a game does absolutely awful, they know for a fact that a remastered title would save that game. It would save the sales. But hey, it doesn't matter about us though. It will never matter about the community. We will always suffer, and we will always get the last end of anything that's handed to us. We'll never get what we truly want. Activision is going to milk Call of Duty until the very end. At the end of the day, the good news is that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is done. It's a game, it's actually real, and they've already finished it. But the bad news is that who knows when we will finally see this game. Who knows when you'll finally be able to play through such an iconic campaign with such amazing graphics. Who knows when that will happen. We're going to have to wait until the next failure of Call of Duty comes out, and that's when we will finally find out. But if you enjoyed today's video and you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to be notified on all my recent uploads, the best way to possibly do that is by checking off the bell notification button. That helps you get notified with all of my recent uploads. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, and if you hated it, you always have the right to dislike this video as well. Also, make sure you leave down in the comment section on your personal opinions about all this nonsense with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Do you think it's a good idea that they're holding it back? Do you want it now? How do you feel about this topic? Also, if you want to get a little bit more personal with the channel, see me tweet about certain things, you can find me on Twitter at JbowenDaMan. And if you just want to catch me streaming some video games, I'm over on Twitch at JbowenDaMan as well. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.